moments in life when you know something's got to change. You feel it in the air. You feel it in your wallet. You feel it in your lungs. We call them crosswinds of change. And today we follow that breeze from Bengaluru to Thrissur, across the Palakkad Gap, from an old way to a new way of driving.
Bangalore, 6 in the morning. Peak rush hour traffic has yet to pick up, but the city is already stirring. Today, we are heading to Thrissur, and while this might look like yet another road trip, it is not. This drive, it is a bridge between India's fossil-fueled past and the electric future we are all heading towards. But what about the present? Hybrids, it can get a bit confusing. Does it need charging? Do you have enough power? But all that is in the past, not with these modern hybrids. And that's what this drive is all about. To bust the myths, educate you on hybrids, tell you the truth, and hopefully convince you about hybrids just like I am. And there is one number that needs no convincing, and that's this: the fuel economy, 22.2 kmpl. We started at 21.8, it's gone to 22.2 in half an hour, and it will only go up. This is the best part about hybrids, and it does not come at the expense of power.
In city traffic, the Hyryder is a breeze. The 3-cylinder engine, typical of Japanese motors, is so quiet. Such excellent NVH. And then at every red light, every bumper-to-bumper jam, the electric motor takes over. No engine idling, no wasted fuel, just quiet progress.
Out on the highways, that's where you think that a hybrid might feel out of place, out of breath even. But that's not the case. Now I'm cruising at around 80 kilometers per hour at the speed limit. And it's a good thing that there's an energy flow meter, because that tells you exactly what's going on. The engine cutting in and out, it's so smooth, so seamless, you can never make out what exactly is happening. So this energy flow meter tells you what's going on. So I've got my foot off the accelerator, and I can see that there is recuperation happening and the batteries are being juiced up. Now I'm slightly on the throttle, and I'm now in pure EV mode. So it is the batteries that is feeding power to the front wheels. A little bit more on the accelerator and the engine kicks in. And all this is happening seamlessly. You just cannot feel it. The NVH of these Japanese engines is really, really good. Now in case I need to make a quick overtake, put my foot down, and this energy flow meter, that's showing me that the engine as well as the batteries together in parallel are feeding the front wheels and giving me all the power that I need. That's the great thing about hybrids. You get that electric torque, which is instantaneous, so that is giving you that bottom end surge, and then you have the engine at the top end. So you don't lose out on power, you have all the torque, and you have all the seamlessness. In fact, Toyota says that in the city, this runs on pure EV mode for 60% of the time. So it's silent, zero emissions, and obviously efficiency is incredible.
The Urban Cruiser Hyryder doesn't shout performance, but it does something even better. It understands your intent.
And you don't need to bother about anything. You focus on your driving and enjoy the creature comforts of the Hyryder.
There's a panoramic sunroof, wireless charger, ventilated front seats, powered driver's seat, all the safety equipment like 6 airbags and TPMS. You know you're nearing Palakkad when the trees begin to dance. Where the wind rushes in from the coast, unimpeded, they only break in the Western Ghats. A 30-kilometer wide doorway to heaven, a portal from Karnataka into Kerala. From the past into possibility, this is God's own country.
There's something poetic about this. The Palakkad Gap, a literal physical bridge. And we're driving this with a hybrid. Not quite electric, not quite petrol, just balanced.
Hybrids aren't a gimmick. It's not a tech flex. It's a quiet revolution. The kind that Toyota is well accustomed to and the kind that has ensured Toyota is the world's largest automaker for the 5th year in a row. Toyota have sold around 27 million hybrids worldwide since launching the first generation Prius in 1997, and that number is now over 2 million in India.
This is Thrissur, a city bursting with growth. Your aspirations are evolving. People want better, they want smarter. They aren't just looking at the spec sheet. They want low running cost, they want low maintenance, and most of all, they want low guilt. And that's where a hybrid fits in perfectly.
You don't need to be in Delhi or Mumbai to want cleaner air. You don't need to be a techie to want efficiency. This car isn't just for the cities. It's for the everyday Indian who wants more, without paying more for it. Crosswinds don't always roar. Sometimes they arrive quietly. A better decision, a smarter drive, a cleaner tomorrow, it starts with one choice.
Bangalore to Thrissur in less than a tank of fuel, in full comfort and a seamless driving experience. This is not a science project. This is a solution that's already here. You just need to choose it.